1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mudblood podcast with myself, William Thompson. Unfortunately, Paddy McDonnell isn't here. He's away to Donegal to sell figs to children. But we have a special guest, the wonderful Mr. Shane Todd. Thank you for coming on, sir.
Yeah, there's no messing about there in between Sean clapping that board and you starting.
I do not fuck around, man.
I just started singing Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart, but I just got the first syllable out and then
Yeah.
you started.
Yeah, I go straight into it, man.
Yeah.
How you doing? Thank you for coming on.
No worries, mate. You didn't give me a chance to answer that. So it's a crack, mate. Anyway, no, mate, I'm good. But we're just, we're looking at some of the units in here, weren't we? On
Yeah.
the way into the studio and just looking at would you say the diverse range of businesses in this mill?
Yeah, it goes from queer coffee to a heavy metal band, heavily smoking weed,
Yeah.
units apart from each other.
Yeah. I like Sean. There's some Joe. What this reminds me of. I know this.
There's a kebab shop directly underneath us.
A kebab shop.
What?
Yeah,
Like, this is news to also me.
yeah.
But
It
sure-
only opened a couple of months ago.
But that's weird. Like you wouldn't. Surely you have a kebab like on Botanic, where there's going to be footfall or on the Springfield Road. But who's going to come in there?
You really underestimate the footfall on the Springfield Road
Yeah.
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Is there a gem? Like,
No, there's not really. But there is people lurking about. But
there's not a kebab shop, but there's people about. What are you saying?
listen, I've said all I need to say.
Paddy's left his brain with Sean. Paddy just cut his head open and went, "Here, Sean, mind that while
I know
away."
somewhere we can get a kebab. And you get there, like, where's the kebab? Oh, there's no, but there's just lads about. That's the same.
No, it's like a half kebab. Like there's one of the. Like
Hold on, it's a
unit
half
that's
kebab, half what?
Half man, half kebab.
So like, there's one of these units that's cut in two.
Right.
So like the door is like, see the way that's a double door.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
door you go in, it's a pizza shop. One door you go in, it's a kebab shop.
Right. But you're walking in the same place.
No, like two different rooms, but it is like a room like this that they've just divided into two.
Have you been to the?
I haven't been in, but it smells good.
We need.
But it seems a bit weird, because like sometimes I
Yeah.
come back to here at like 1 o'clock in the morning after like we've played a gig, and I go to like drop all my gear in, and like lights are out all throughout the mill. There's just a wee lonely kebab / pizza.
Just one day. Like, how do you even advertise that? Come into this fucking haunted looking building at 2 in the morning.
I think
I'll whip you up a margarita and a donut.
You know the
It's like having a
Chiquitos,
Nando's in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
you know the Chiquitos like Mexican
Yeah.
truck. It used to just like hang about at the back,
Just hang up.
and like the
Smoking.
like the,
Not even
they used
the
to have it
van
at the back of
itself.
there.
What?
I didn't even like. There's like a yard at the back of here. You know, like a builder's yard.
Yeah,
slash,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, where they fix cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And somebody I was like, where will we go for lunch? I'm sick of going to the cafe or whatever. They're like, why don't you get a taquitos? I was like, what? I'm not going down the big face to get a
Yeah.
taquitos. And they're like, it's out the back.
Oh, I thought they were just based here, but then I didn't know they actually sold out of here too.
No, and I can't imagine how did they get that much business that it would be worthwhile for them?
Something going on.
There
In
is
general, there's
something
something happening around here. And I don't know what it is, but I'm going to this week in a Sunday world.
This has been the first episode we've had in a while. There hasn't been children running in the middle of
wow.
the episode. Last week, just like a group of kids running.
Right.
Like, peeked their head in the door a couple of times, and you could just hear, "Oh my god, it is him!" And then one of them went, "Kieran Bartlett," who wasn't in the room. And then he went out. He was like, 2 seconds, last 2 seconds. Opened the door, and all you heard was, "Lads, fuck away off, would you?" And then locked the door.
Did you, Sean?
He channeled his
you
inner
can't do
Belfast ma. It was adorable.
I love it. Kieran has a lot of children that work for him.
Yeah, because he needs their big hands
The goblins.
to do things.
Yeah. No, they just would be out on the street collecting money for him. So they probably work. When they shouted Kieran Bartlett, they probably thought you said, "Who owns you?" No, Kieran Bartlett.
Or like that's their gang call.
Yeah.
Kieran Bartlett.
Are you still coming down from the 12th?
I'm fine now. I was just we did an episode like the day after, didn't we?
It was fucked.
I was
Half an hour late.
I was wild.
Can you?
I was only half an hour late because I couldn't get a taxi to my car.
I know we talked about this on my pod, I think, but Tell everyone about the text you sent me.
We actually talked about the one I sent Patty, because what I'd sent Patty was, mate, love you, mate. Me and you, roast battle, Edinburgh, clips, money bag, money bag, money bag. It's all I'd sent him. And then I sent him a text going, love you, mate, thank you for everything. And then he replied going, mate, are you okay? I can come to you right now. And then he just got a message of me, like, wearing fucking Union Jack sunglasses.
My
the
heart
dragon
stopped. See, just because it was middle of the night, I think.
It was 2 in the afternoon. It was like 3 in the afternoon.
Aye, and
I wouldn't text you late at night.
And he says, it's the ultimate sign of respect.
Yeah.
You know,
I know you go to bed by 8:30.
Yeah. So he texts me and just says, love you, mate. Something like, thanks for all you've done for me, XOXO. And I honestly thought, like, his head was gone. Because it sounded final.
Yeah.
Thanks for all you've done to me up till this point, is how I read it. Thanks for everything you've done for me up until now. This is it.
In reality, I'm outside Benedict's going, do you know who needs to hear this? Shane.
When he sent me a photo, I thought he was going to be like, you know, crying in it or something. I was like, mate, give me your location. And he's just sitting with a pair of Union Jack sunglasses.
It sounds like he was about to hand in his 4-week notice.
Thanks for all you've done
Was that
for
what you
me.
guys call suicide in West Belfast?
Thanks for all
4-week notice.
Thanks for all you've done for me. Just doesn't suit with the kids, mate. If you hear of anything else, go and let me know. would recommend you as a team leader any day if you need.
But also because you'd said you thought the photo was going to be me really upset, you'd said send me your location. It then came through my phone as me showing you the sunglasses and you going, send me your location right now.
I asked him where he was. And then message him was like,
yeah, Shane's coming out for himself.
I'll tell you this, you'd have been mobbed at that 12th.
oh, I'd have popped.
Yeah.
It'd be like Stone Cold coming out at WrestleMania now. Me with Smyrny Isis. I said Benedict.
I swear off ISIS.
Meg McGoldrick
I
does
just
the
swear off
12.
brothers. It was fucking...
McGoldrick doing it for King Billy.
But even the amount of people being like, why is Kieran Bartlett not here? And I'm like, do you want 3 reasons why he's not here? 1, the walking, 2, the drinking, 3, just the general history of the thing.
If Kieran was ever to take part, ever, in an orange parade, it would be like, you know, like the cars at the back, where there's some like real old OG orange men who just can't walk anymore. He'd be in there.
He'd be in the boot just trailing his wee feet along the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
Just drinking wee Sunny Peas in the
Yeah,
back.
and he'd be asking like the band, like if they're in tune. He'd be saying something about being in tune.
Yeah, yeah. He'd be
So
really-
do you guys mean to play in G? You know, something like that. They'd get his head kicked in.
Which is weird because I'd love to see Kieran dressed like a proper old lord, like a wee baker's hat, bowler hat. I meant to say a bowler hat.
Baker's hat.
Can you
turn
have any
up the
15s?
Just dressed as a full baker.
And Kieran would be an exceptional baker. I have a theory of about, especially women, but guys too, that work in bakeries always have exceptional skin.
Yes.
And I don't know what it is, but I think it's because you're around all that bread. I think there's something in
Fuck
that.
are you saying? What do you mean?
I just think they always have great skin. People, to me, anyway, people work in bakeries.
I don't know. I've been around some crusty fuckers. There's a few people I've been around that are like, they look worse than the bread.
I used to get, when I used to play junior football in the morning and senior football in the afternoon, in between, I used to go to Skinner's Bakery in Hollywood and get 2 small chocolate brownies and an ice finger. Unreal.
Really? That's your go-to? An iced finger?
Ice finger.
Not even coconut?
I would have when I got more confident in life,
Yeah.
but like, not. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin enough to order a coconut
to order
finger.
a coconut finger.
I think to order a coconut finger, you have to basically go in and say to yourself, "This is me," you know. And I wasn't there
I'm
yet.
a coconut finger guy.
Yeah.
I think, were we talking about this before, where it's such a Belfast sort of snack to just go,
coconut?
get a fucking loaf, just stick icing on it.
Yeah.
That's
When was
a
the last time
dessert.
you got an ice finger?
About a week.
Saturday night.
Hey, that's off the camera chat. You don't bring that onto the show. No, what I love a cream bun. No, it's like an ice finger, but it's like
Cream
sugary
pie.
and there's
A cream pie.
cream all down it.
Right.
Yeah. And I love getting those, and they just like,
bet
eating
you
them the
cream
long
pie.
way. Making full eye contact with people on the bus, just like, eh.
I don't know. Like if I would always have got the same thing in the bakery,
Aye.
but there's a lot now. Because I can't have all that food. If I could, I regret it. I walk past the bakery and go, oh, I wish I had when I was younger. That's my advice to young people nowadays.
Eat all the buns. Well, don't you end up looking like me.
Try different things in the bakery.
Yeah. In life in general, or specifically a bakery?
In general. Are you getting enough sunlight at the minute?
No one is in this country. The weather's shit.
No, but I think you need to get more sunlight.
Yeah. Why are you saying I'm looking?
No, I just think you need some vitamin D. Like, I just think you need to get out there and get more sunlight. Will you do it for me?
Yeah. I need to start doing the bed. I need to do the beds before I go to Edinburgh.
Oh, the sunbeds?
Sunbeds, yeah.
I know you need sunlight. That's a bit too much sunlight.
Nah, I need it.
I've done sunbeds 2-3 times.
Really?
In my life. Yeah.
I always do them wrong and end up coming out burnt.
Because I had, and this is sounds like an excuse, I did do the bed. I had really like red skin here, real bad skin there, and people said go do the beds, and it worked. But I don't like the admin of going in to do the beds, and like having to see people and all that. I find it weird.
How many people are in the bed when you're getting in it?
No, but like going into the shop and then there's people in the waiting room and you have to speak to the receptionist and everything like that.
I don't like the smell. I don't like knowing.
Where do you go?
There's a place in Dundonald that's like a salon / sunbed place that weirdly has like a confectionery bit as well. So you can get a sunbed and a slush puppy for like £7.
No,
which is the dream for me.
Do they all? I have a conspiracy, but they've all just been retubed. They can't all have just been retubed.
Every sunbed shop
Here,
just
been retubed.
Yeah.
No one tells the truth. No one has a sign out saying it's in need of retubing.
yeah.
But come on in.
Yeah.
They've all just been retubed.
It's like kitchen nightmares when every menu says fresh fish and then Gordon Ramsay goes behind and he's like, it's fucking frozen. I want to see Gordon Ramsay reviewing sunbeds.
I say Gordon Ramsay's done a sunbed.
Oh, 100%.
Although and this gets levelled at me sometimes. He's out and about in the sun quite a bit though. You know what I mean? People say to me, "You done the beds, mate?" And I go, "I've been out in the sun. I'm a swarthy young man."
You like to get outside always.
Yeah.
Which I need to do more. Do you know what I've done this week? And it's been very beneficial to me. I got my nanny to hide my PlayStation on me. I'm 26.
Have the will to just hide it yourself.
You know, you can't just have the will to do things. Hang on, hide it yourself?
Yeah.
Think about that statement.
Put it
just
in
put
an
it away.
inconvenient place.
Put it away.
No, because then I'll know that I'll go and lift it.
No, just put it away.
Yeah, but then I'll get bored and then be like, alright, I've done all my stuff
If you
for
have to
today.
go and lift it out of a cupboard to go and set it up, then you're...
Do you know what that takes? 3 seconds.
Just put it somewhere you'll never go. Put it in a gym.
I do go to the gym just to buy sweets from the vending machine and then leave again. But no, that's why.
You got your nanny to hide your PlayStation.
Don't know where it is. Don't know where I just went.
Where do you think it is?
Fuck knows. Fuck, same place she puts the crisps, which she's also. I've got her to hide them from.
I picture you just burrowing away like a wee badger. Just into
and like her wee...
under the floorboards, you like gnawing through your wee rat.
I think she's gonna come in a week's time and I've just torn the place apart. Be like, I need a game of FIFA.
You fucking El Chapo'd your way under the house. His prison break was unbelievable. Getting on the wee motorbike.
I've never watched it.
I've never seen it.
You never watched it. You never seen it. I'm talking about a real story.
Okay, never.
El Chapo.
I don't know. I know who he is. Don't know how he escaped.
The tunneled down in the prison. Underground, and there was like a big long tunnel, I think, for like miles. See, because I'm sitting in this seat, I think Paddy's rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
Because it might have been like 10 feet. And I'm like, it was 58 miles long. But they left a motorbike in there for him, like a scrambler. So when he did make his escape, and he gets down, instead of him walking all that distance, it'd find him. Ding, ding.
Who's they? The people before him who buried or tunneled under? Like who's?
There was boys on the other side.
Right.
Like, ages away, outside the prison.
72 miles away.
Who dug down and opened it up for him.
And like,
right.
Think about the height of the tunnel that it would need to be for him to be upright on a fucking motorbike. Usually you build a tunnel and it's like
crawl space.
I think it might have been either a tunnel or there was like a...
Or maybe...
It was a pre-existing tunnel for like water or something.
Maybe it wasn't a big...
Did he know the bike was going to be
a
there?
Mini-Moto
or was that just like a wee nice surprise?
Do you think it was a Mini-Moto?
Could have been.
I think I would undermine him as El Chapo if he's on a wee Mini-Moto. I think it needs to be like a big bike.
Do you want one of those
He's
big
on it.
quads you get when you're 4?
Yeah.
It's like a wee electric.
I don't know. A scooter would have been better. Like a wee, I love
My
it.
dad used to drive one of those.
Huh?
A scooter.
Well, like a Vespa.
Yeah. And I used to tell
Be
him
hard to
that.
respect your
I
dad.
used to
Respect
tell
your dad's authority when he's on a Vespa. Right, you. Hey, you watch it. Me.
And he used to come home raging. So you ever seen an angry man on a Vespa? It's fucking. Ever seen a man on the Vespa approach you and you're like, I'm in trouble now. The Vespa man is here.
Would he have worn like the gear, or was he just wearing his normal clothes?
Yeah, he'd worn the gear.
What, like leathers
Like a wee motor, he'd have a wee
horn.
for a
motorcycle
Vespa?
jacket. Or sometimes he'd just put the helmet on. He's just in like wee Adidas shorts.
That's like
and a
that's
helmet.
like a football sitting out in the street and being like, "Do you want to come out and kick this about?" And you come out in like a full player issue Man United
You
kit,
fully do this,
shin
by the
pads,
way.
boots. Yes, I would.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I used to tell all my friends, school, be like, my dad drives a motorbike. It's so cool. My dad, and they all came out, and your dad drives a fucking scooter.
They're watching Sons of Anarchy. You're like, "That's my dad." All of a sudden, me, William. Room for a few more boys.
Johnny Backer, son.
He would give me backers sometimes.
And then we'll go to the best.
And they scared me. I got scared being on.
Yeah, you shouldn't be getting a backy from your dad. That's just a rule in life. Like,
I couldn't be on a motorbike. It's too fucking scary.
so you know, my dad used to be a motorbike racer,
Yeah.
So then-
Properly, not on it. Not him and his mates on the Vespas.
professional motorbike racer.
Yeah.
For years, and he raced with Dunlops, all those at the Northwest, all that. And
Class.
when I was maybe 12, 13, my dad's mate Keith has a motorbike, and my dad went, "Well, I'll take you out in Keith's motorbike." It's pretty indifferent to bikes. I was like, "All right." So we go out, and we went round Craig Antlet, and my dad was taking me between 80 and 90, not even on like B roads, so you couldn't really see what was coming round, and he was absolutely leathering it, and I was screaming on the back, like, but you can't do anything, you know.
Yeah.
You're just, and I was holding on the back, and I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die, and at the end we got all the way back to Keith's house. We'd only been out for like 20 minutes. I'm white as a sheet. I've had the worst experience of my life, and my dad goes, "Sorry, son, but I had to scare you off the bikes." I said, "What do you mean?" You went, "From getting into the bikes." I'm like, "I wasn't into the bikes. I was never into the bikes." He's acting like I'm like, "Dad, I gotta go pro at this bike race," and he's like, "No, son," and the only thing he can do is to scare me. I had no interest in bikes. It was the worst experience of my life.
My dad did the same thing, doing 20 mile an hour up a hill in the Donald. I had to keep you off the Vespas, Rima.
I think the same thing has happened to me. Because, see, for my 10th birthday, Paddy, like, well, my mum and dad were getting me a present, and Paddy, like, says, "I know a fella selling a Mini-Moto."
Right.
And so, like, pretty big present for a 10-year-old. Like,
Yeah. You must have been a legend.
which, like, exactly my thoughts. But, like, but even when they brought it out, and we're like, "Here, got a surprise for you for your birthday," and brought in a fucking wee motorbike, I was like, I never requested this.
Yeah.
Aye.
You know, but I was like, "Fuck, class though," and I was like,
I'm sure they were delighted. I never requested this, but class though.
Didn't want this, but thanks.
like
a
I was
fucking
never like,
jigsaw
I
puzzle.
was never, you know, like
Yes.
a fucking gearhead being like,
Yes.
"Oh, here, love the motorbikes," but I was like, "Can I go out in it?" And we're like, "No." And Patrick was like, "Cause engine doesn't work on it, but I'm getting it fixed." Like, and I was like, "Right, okay."
And here, don't worry, we're getting you wheels. We're getting you wheels for it too.
And like a couple,
Do you need handlebars?
I was like,
Didn't come a helmet, but I'll get you one. Don't worry.
Paddy, that's a seat. You've got me a seat.
the first
Chain on it's fucked, but work away at it.
the first couple of weeks, you know, I was like, I had like, you know, people were like, "What to get for your birthday?" And I was like, "Oh, motorbike." You know, I felt class saying it. Like,
I could go downhill on it.
and people going, "Fuck, no way, your man died, got you a Mini-Moto." And I was like, "Aye," like, and they're like, "Here, let me see it, I'll call for it. And I was like, oh no, it doesn't work. And then as the weeks went on, like, no, the rumour went round, like, Sean has a Mini-Moto, and they were like, oh, serious? And then more people were like, let me see it. And I was like, doesn't work. So then it just, like, it was like, he talks shit, he doesn't even have a Mini-Moto.
What, did it ever get fixed?
No. He just lay out my
Do you
back.
still have it?
I don't know. I think it is. I
Paddy
think it's on my
essentially just
list.
bought you litter for your birthday for your garden.
And then it was like, and every time I complained about it to my man and dad, I was like, no, when are we going to fix it? Like, I really want to try it. And we're like, it was always like, are you fucking serious? You know how much that costs? And I was like, that's
all the more reason to fix it.
Exactly. I never rode it once. So now I hate motorbikes.
I was never... so it worked. Otherwise, you could have been
exactly.
running the streets doing
I think
120.
that was their plan. I think they just wanted to put me off motorbikes.
My dad also... I was talking about this in stand-up. I think it was 10 or something. My cousins had bikes, like scramblers and quads, that kind of thing. They were big into it. And I had gone on their scramblers and loved it. But I was going a tenth of the speed they were. You know what I mean? Like, I loved just being on it and just making it go a bit. That was it. No need for speed for it or anything. And then my dad goes, "You enjoyed that, did you?" I said, yeah. He goes, right. Takes me to a place ages away to look where they sell like scramblers and bikes. And it's say November, right? So before Christmas. This is pre-scaring me on the bike. So he goes, have a look around there and all. And I saw this one, it was a scrambler. I was like, this is unreal. I never would have expected to get anything like that for Christmas or be bought anything like that.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, but he must be getting me one if he's taking me up here. You know, all the way here. Wasn't like we passed the motorbike shop.
Yeah.
He drove me there. And he's like, what do you think of that? No, I was like, unreal. Comes Christmas. I go down the living room. There's like a box there. Now, the curtains are closed at the back of the house where the garden is. So I'm going, and I'm not even like putting him under pressure by saying, where's this more, you know, I'm confident it's there. So it's just one box, and I go, must be the keys. So I go over to it, and I'm buzzing. He's like, now don't get your hopes up too much. I'm like, all right then, loving it. Go over, open this box.
It's the engine of a motorbike.
Yeah. Pair of gloves. Now, at first I thought they were goalkeeper gloves, but they weren't. They were like motorbike gloves, and they were massive on me. But I was like, unreal. Curtains are closed at the back of the house. I'm like, he's drawn this out. Half an hour passed. My dad's making a cup of tea and all. Has not opened the curtains, and I don't want to be rude and do it. I said to my dad, "Are you going to open the curtains?" And he's like, "Ah, yeah." Opens the curtains. There's nothing out there. My dad bought me a pair of motorbike gloves for Christmas, but didn't get me a motorbike.
Don't be expecting too much.
But that's but I never would have expected it if he hadn't have taken me to a motorbike shop.
He's standing there in the motorbike shop going, not the way he's looking at them gloves.
He must have made me look at the scrambler I wanted. He grabbed the gloves, paid for them. And I was walking. I remember it was the saddest thing because I remember having one of his big motorbike helmets, and I remember walking out on the street with his big motorbike helmet on, these giant gloves, and just cycling a BMX. Saddest thing you've ever seen in your life. I said to him, it was years later. I went, why? In like, I don't know, 1998 or something. Why in 1998 did you get me a pair of just motorbike gloves and you take me to a motorbike shop? And he goes, I did it? And I went, yeah. Why the motorbike gloves? He went, thought they were just nice. There's no denying they were nice gloves, but I didn't have a fucking motorbike to go with it.
You two could come together, get a third person. Eventually, there you go. You've got a working fucking motorbike. Yeah. I can't get over
What
that.
was the shit? Do you remember any particularly shit present you got?
My parents were. I was never hard to buy for.
Yeah,
Buy me a wrestler, like a little toy wrestler, or a game. And anytime someone strayed outside of that, it would fuck me off. One time when I was 13, my granny got me a bag of squashies and a rape alarm. I don't really know why.
You don't even like squashies?
But yes, just like here's a bag of squashies, a Doctor Who keychain, and a rape alarm. Happy 13th birthday.
Wrapped together?
Yeah.
Send out mixed messages, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still now. I don't know what message it's sending.
Yeah.
I want to get you onto the squashies, but just don't take them off anybody.
I don't want you. Yeah, it's like us with the motorbikes. I don't want you getting properly into the sweets game. Just get a wee bit in, you know.
It was more the rape alarm confused me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just a flashlight because you pressed it and there was a flashlight.
Right.
Then one
And what you would have preferred is a flashlight.
But I was swinging it by the keychain of it, and the keychain came out, and I just started going like wee, 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 in the middle of the street. And I was like,
Right.
Then I realised, oh, it's a rape alarm.
I thought it was Sash Ecuador. I remember my granda used to nick everything. Like my granda, there's no getting away from it.
For
Was
the
the thief.
Right?
Everyone used to say about him, if it wasn't nailed down, he'd lift it.
Yeah.
He worked in the shipyard and he took everything. Everything. There was, I might have it wrong, but it was not the QE2 or something. There was some big boat that was being launched from Belfast. Like they built it in the shipyard. What have I said wrong? The Titanic.
I'm laughing.
I can't remember what the ship. It wasn't like it was a big one anyway, and there was like members of the royal family there to have some big banquet, some big meal at the shipyard. Whatever it was, my granda stole the chicken from it, the big roast chicken, and took it home on the bus under like some sort of like blanket, and then everyone just in the street came round and had some. He was like, my dad would say like. They'd be in like a hardware shop or something. My dad was a kid. My granda would just be filling his pockets. Nuts, like. I think he just had like a thing because he continued it
I think
when
he
he
just
long retired.
enjoyed it.
But I don't know what he was. So because I'm going to the race with my dad, I used to get caps.
Yeah.
So you get like a Kawasaki hat, a Honda hat, because people would just give them to you if you're around the. You know what the pits is? Do you?
Yeah.
No. So. It's almost like backstage.
Okay.
So it's where all the vans are, the lorries are, it's where all the vans are and all the bikes and the mechanics are working at the bikes, and it's where they're all getting ready for the race.
Right.
So you would get like someone give you a baseball cap, whatever. Now as a kid, a small kid, anytime we went back to my granny's house later in the day and I was showing them my caps, my granny would go, give us a look at that. When he died, like years later, there were these shelves way up high that you would need a ladder to get to in the house. There was maybe 15 of my caps up there and various other caps. He was stealing them off me and putting them up there. Now, he never cut about in a fucking Ducati cap. So, like, he was stealing them knowing he wasn't going to... From me, knowing he wasn't going to wear them.
From a child.
Everything. Anything in the house. Sweets. You have sweets lying about, you left anything, he'd take it.
Did he just enjoy taking things?
But there's
that
a
were his?
thing where it's like, it's just, you almost like... Not that you don't know you're doing it, but people just lift things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I
It's
would
like
do
they
that.
can't help. Almost like they can't help it.
Yeah.
They just feel this need to like tea leaf
Do
something.
you know what's delicious? Food that isn't yours.
Yeah.
When someone goes, don't eat that on me, and I'm just like,
I'd cry.
I'm going to eat that shit.
See in work when I worked in the call centre, if you left something in the fridge and you said to people or whatever, and then someone took it, pissed me off so much.
You were a team leader in the call centre, weren't you?
Yeah.
Did you ever crack up?
No, because you
Call a
couldn't.
meeting.
You
Call a
couldn't.
board meeting.
All the CEOs from around the world. There was no
Someone's
CEOs.
eating my sandwiches.
I one time my granny told me the story that my granda was like old money basically, to a company or something, I don't know, was in debt, and he was getting off the bus. So this is White City Estate in Hollywood. So he's getting off the bus at the top of the estate, and then walking down home, and a man from this like debt collection company or something was following him to the house, and my granda realised and kept walking past the house. So the guy following him sees the house, knows where it is, and my granda just keeps walking past the house and on into Hollywood, and the guy eventually catches up with him and he's like, "Oh, you Mr. Todd, Mr. Dennis Todd?" And my granda was like, "No, I'm his he said, "I'm my twin." And the guy's like, "What is it?" He's like, "No, I'm my twin brother." And I live on here. He goes, "All right, I'm not me." And then he just walked on. That was it. I loved that. But he used to stroke everything. Like,
I'm not me.
I'm
And the
not
guy's
me.
like,
I'm my brother. I'm my brother.
And then walk off like
I'm my brother. It must have confused the guy that much that the guy's like, I don't know what just happened, but
What a
alright.
shit. Like,
Not even going like you.
Yeah.
It's not even you going like, I'm Paddy.
Yeah.
I'm my brother.
I'm my brother. I'm somebody else. I'm not me.
I'm Sean's brother.
Yeah.
I'm my brother. Paddy.
And then just walked on.
I'd be fucking, if you said that dead look in your face, just, I'm not me.
Yeah.
That's
The guy
fucking
standing
scary.
there, dead intimidating.
Yeah.
And then he says that and he goes, alright, dead on.
So fucking scary.
What?
Was he also called Dennis?
Yeah.
Oh, fair
I broke the mold. They couldn't
You
do me
didn't
like
name
that. You
yourself?
couldn't do me like that.
You didn't name yourself?
You'd be surprised.
No, I would be surprised if you as really named yourself.
I'd have been gutted with like
The name Dennis.
in the early 90s when I was running
D.
about.
You'd be wee D, Todd.
Oh, I
Wee
hate
DT.
that.
You'd be
I'd
wee
hate
DT.
that. Dan. Wee Dan.
Wee Dan. Wee Danny.
No. I'd hate that.
Yeah, I
It was
would.
probably a cool name at the time.
Dennis the Menace was big in the 70s, like, so probably.
Probably maybe even earlier than that.
Yeah.
But I like my name. You hate your name.
I, with a passion, hate my name.
But
I'll
it's sort of
try to
given-
get called anything else.
It's like boy named Sue. You know, at the end, he's like, if I gave you that name, I knew you'd have to grow up tough.
No, but all my, like, my dad, like, everyone in my family's just name, like, it's a name that's been passed down. It pisses me off because it's lazy.
Sure, Dave's the 7th David
Is he actually?
in a row. Yep. And if he had he's got 2 girls, but if he had a boy, he would have had to call him David.
I'm
David, I
I'm
get the
never
sense.
naming my kids after me, like. It's
No.
it's a positive. See if you're in a house.
It's a weird move.
See if you're in the house and your name's called, and like you answer and your dad answers. Like my mom would always say, if she went William, either no one would answer or we would both answer.
Well, my granddad was very tall, my dad was very short. So the big Dennis and wee Dennis. Genuinely.
Right. So my dad's about my height,
Right.
a little bit taller than me, but he's Big Willie and I'm Wee Willie, and I hate that.
See, Big Willie's cool. Wee Willie isn't.
When you go, here's Big Willie and a 5'5" guy comes over.
I got called Wee Celtic. My dad's nickname is Celtic.
Right.
So both me and Patrick get
Why?
Wee Celtic.
why did he
Because
get?
he loves Celtic.
Because like in the 60s, like he was like the only kid in the street that had a Celtic top and he wore it like flat out.
Right.
So
Because you
just knew
wouldn't
him
have.
as Celtic.
What do you mean? Like back then, you wouldn't have had the replica
Yeah,
shirt. It just
you would-
wasn't available the way it is now.
Yeah, whereas and like my uncle drove like lorries and stuff, so like he always brought him back like football memorabilia from like around the place. So
Yeah.
he had a Celtic top. No other kid in the street had one, so everybody called him Celtic.
I once had a nickname my dad's mates would call me because it was the first time I got a name printed in the back of a football shirt.
Right.
At the time it was £4 a letter.
Yeah, I remember.
Right? And then my dad was like, what player do you want? And I went, Shevchenko.
Oh, he's 9. I was going to say he might have been 2 numbers. That was not a cheap Christmas for my dad when I asked him if I could get a Derby shirt with Tonton Zola and Mokayuko on the back.
Jan Vannegar of Hessling.
Tonton Zola Mokayuko.
My dad was sitting there praying Chelsea signed Joe. That's a tenner, please.
I remember going to... Do you know there was a big JJB down at Connswater?
Yeah.
I loved it.
In my mind, it's still there.
The great thing about back then was... People maybe hate me talking about football shirts, right? But I loved it because you would have had the main ones. You had United, Liverpool, Arsenal, blah, blah. But then also, you'd have had some random ones. They don't really have that anymore. You go to Sports Direct now, it's United, Liverpool, Celtic, Rangers.
City, Chelsea.
And then it's like PSG, Barca, Real, maybe Juve.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you'd have got... I remember getting a Hertha Berlin shirt
Yeah.
for like a
Just
tenner in
because
that
it's a
Connswater.
nice shirt.
It was just, or on a Dortmund shirt, all just random shirts. But I went to that Connswater. It was a Euros or a World Cup, and I wanted to get a France shirt, but whatever happened, they only had Belgium. And I got money from a birthday from like aunties and uncles and whatever, saved up a bit as well, and was going to get a Euro shirt with a name number at the back. And I got a Belgium shirt and wanted Mpenza. There was this guy called Emile Mpenza, who used to play for Belgium. And I go up to the guy who's probably like us, not, or at the time maybe he was 20, you know what I mean? But at the time I go up to the man, he's a fucking idiot. The guy's like
us now, we're not the same age.
no.
Weirdly, I'm the younger one between us.
Yeah. You look like my uncle. And not like my youngest one.
Yeah, and you look like the one of my nieces.
Yeah. In your family, yeah.
Yeah.
So I go up to this guy that works there. I was like, could I get this printed? Could I get him pens in 9 on the back? Thinking they would have like the Euros numbering. And the guy's like, yes, mate, no problem. and he comes out with like the thing mocked up, like he's holding the stuff on, and he's like, "Mate, I don't have any Euro stuff, but of the SPL, like numbers and letters, but it's not. You know, you don't want the Premiership on the back. Everyone know you want Impenza with the SPL." And then I was like, "How much is that going to cost?" And then Impenza, and I think he might have been like 11 or something. It was dear. So I just, instead of going, "No, I don't have enough money for that and I don't want that," I went, "Yes, please." And then as soon as he disappeared, I ran out of that shop, and I thought I genuinely killed someone. I was like, this is the most mental thing anyone's ever. For a year, I would just picture that guy printing that up and being like, "Are you sure, mate?" And I was like, "Yes." And he must have walked out with it, and there was nobody there. I couldn't go back to that shop for a year, easy.
And I can't even sell it on. It's like, because it has a yes.
Even with the Euros printing, no one's looking at a Belgium and Penza shirt back then. Nowadays, it would be worth a fortune, I'm sure. But with the SPL number and lettering on, nobody wants that. Like,
I remember going into the Liverpool shop in like 2018 after the Kiev final, and they were selling Karius shirts for like 13 quid.
oh wow,
Who the fuck was Karius again?
the guy in Nets,
guy
mate,
for-
that would be like you being in Nets.
Like, really good then. Really
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Remember, I watched that in Portugal on a stag, and
I'm not a terrible keeper. I'm just going to put that out there. Weirdly, I'm not. I did Nets against Brazil.
We'll see today.
Lost 8-0.
Brazil, the men's national team,
Yep.
the full men's national team,
Yeah.
like Neymar, no,
Yeah.
or
The cerebral palsy team in the game that I played.
you can't say you did Nets again. But if you
I
say
can't.
you
I
did
did
Nets-
Nets. I can't.
You
I
say
did
you-
Nets against
Oh,
Brazil.
well, a few weeks ago there, I scored and had a great game against Manchester United.
You did. Legend.
Yeah,
You did.
aka Manchester United pensioners.
It's like you going. I pocketed a Champions League winner. It's
that
like
is
that,
true. That is
and then saying it every 5 fucking minutes. It's like that.
And be like, he's 77 now.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been asked to play against them again this Saturday up in Newry, but we have live podcast in the lyrics. so I don't
Are
know
they
if I
just
can.
touring the country? Why are they up in there?
Yeah. Well, different football clubs bring them over. United Legends, Liverpool.
This time you've been asked to play for the Man United Legends.
Yeah,
This is so
yeah.
good.
No, but I played for Man United. I don't. Do you know why? Well, we put a podcast in the lyric that night, so I don't know if I can. But I would hate to play and not score. Genuine. The last time I played against Man United Legends, I scored.
Yeah.
I would hate to do it and have a shit game
Yeah.
and be like, "That's my last thought of it."
I'd hate to play and get injured almost immediately again.
Did you see him? Have you talked about it on this?
I heard about it.
You haven't seen the video? Oh my god!
Oh, I haven't seen the video of the tackle.
Did I not send you it?
No.
Oh, I'll get it for you.
You've told me because I always thought it was Keith Gillespie, and you were like, "Yeah, it's just some
He
guy."
just like, you know the way people fall, you know scuba divers, the way they fall out of a boat.
Yeah.
He was doing that on the size 5 meter. He literally like the guy's running, Willie T just like braces himself and falls into this guy's run.
The thing
And
is,
the
I
ball was out of
used to
play.
be able to do that and be fine.
Yeah,
I think just now I'm getting older. I can't take the bumps I used to. Because that is how I played football. I was not the most skillful, but I would throw myself
do you need
at
to do
anything.
you need to change your lifestyle?
I need to cure my disability, maybe.
You need more sun.
You need a relationship with God.
I don't. Unless we fucking, I don't.
All right, well, you need what is it? Unless you can cure it.
Yeah.
I mean, is that something they could?
No. Sadly not.
Yeah.
Otherwise I would. I need to start doing the stretches. I'll just stop doing
Imagine if
stretches.
it was something like that you didn't think it could be,
Like what?
like yellow starburst, loads of yellow starburst, like bin 10 of them. And you're
I thought you
sweet.
meant what was wrong with me. And
No.
then I was like, what the
That's
fuck is
complex.
yellow? Yeah, it's not complex. It's
Yellow
just
starburst?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck
He's
is
yellow
that?
starburst there, bro. I'm riddled with yellow starburst, bro.
That's what I thought you meant. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh no, it's not complex. It's just a lot that's
Yeah,
wrong with
yeah,
me.
yeah.
That isn't helped by me not really doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I realized playing football. I was like, oh, I really haven't been doing my stretches.
Edinburgh's going to be make or break for you, mate. Physically.
I'm buying DDP yoga. Gonna be doing yoga every morning. That will help me. Have I told you where my venue is compared to my accommodation? 5-minute walk away.
So it'll take you an hour.
That's a fucking dream in Edinburgh.
I was 50-minute walk last time, maybe more. I was a brisk walk, which was shit because you'd go into the city and then if you had like 2 hours to kill,
Yeah.
you couldn't just pop back. You're like, may as well just be here for the day. I hated that.
That's the benefit I have, which is like because of one show and then another show like 4 or 5 hours later,
Yeah.
I can go home for a bit if I need to.
Do you know what I'd recommend you do as well as doing your yoga? Me and Dave, when we were there, went to there's like a Ballantyne's gym.
Jim, I thought you were going to say bathhouse, but okay.
Well, we did that too. It was like Virgin, then it was Ballantine, and now it's something else. But it's a gym. Do you know where the Omniplex is in Edinburgh?
Yes.
Remember the big shopping centre we went to just before the show? We bought outfits and we were like, it's far too close to showtime. We got new clothes.
No.
Right near there. There's a really nice gym there.
Okay.
Gym, swimming pool, all that.
I'd do a swimming pool. Swimming pool would be good fun.
But you could join it for the month. I think it'd be like 80 quid or something for the month.
I think I have £80 fuck around money.
I'd love to control. Do you know what you need? Me to be like Britney Spears' dad with you. That's what I need to do. I'm your, what is it, guarantor or something?
Guarantor.
I'm your guarantor.
Yeah.
I'm taking over your account. Your account's being frozen, and you're going to do weird videos, you dancing.
Maybe like, let me see my kids, or you actually don't have any. Like, please let me see them.
I'm going to be your guarantor. Because, see, if you do that, then you'll be spending money on other things you could have been doing in that time.
You think that? I'll do both. I'll go to the gym, go for a bit of swimming, be great, and then I'll just still be steaming at 5 in the morning. It's like
Yeah, you'll be steaming in the gym.
Not 5 in the morning. Yeah.
And the
Hammered with dumbbell. Like,
I'm at the steam room.
I had a mate of mine text me. He was in the gym, and then 5 minutes later, he was like, sent me a photo of him on like the fucking chest press machine with the caption, "I've just ordered a chippy for when I get home." And I was like,
But
why go to the
he can
gym?
do that. He's sponsored out.
Yeah. I know. I've just been fucking lazy as shit.
You're staying with Mickey, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nemra?
Yeah.
I don't see a world where you're doing yoga at 9 in the morning and Mickey's in the other room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, be afraid of that." You won't see him.
Nah.
You don't understand. You won't see him. When I lived with him for like 2 days last
He's
year.
in the wind, like.
Yeah.
But if it was me, and
He's
I
like
came
Kramer
out
and
into the living room after being on it the night before,
Yeah.
and seen you in a leotard,
In the Lotus.
Yeah, I'd do something for you, does it, Sean? Is that what you want?
I'll
You
go
blow
your beans,
Listen,
you
William.
dirty bastard.
Listen, wait a minute. Says,
Yeah, you gotta give me some vitamin D there, you cheeky cunt, yeah? You gotta get the mini, you're gonna ride me like a Mini-Moto, eh?
Yeah, with the engine.
I'm
Start
gonna
putting the
ride.
gloves on, let's go.
I'm gonna ride you like a Mini-Moto in the engine. That's how you could get about Edinburgh.
Oh, Mini-Moto.
Yeah, we'll put pedals on it for you. You can just pedal it.
No, I need to get someone on a motorbike and me and wee Elby in the sidecar with like the goggles.
You
It's
and
the
Mickey.
only cunt in West Belfast with a Mini-Moto that had stabilizer or something.
I know I want a wee sidecar. Mickey's got the motorbike. And we're just... But no, you genuinely like. He's like Kramer in Seinfeld. He'll just burst in the door, do something mental, and then he's gone again.
He's away.
You don't see him.
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm out of control? Mickey's fucking mental when he's on it.
There's a place I love to eat there called Mum's. It's like a... How would you describe it? It's like
I think
a ma's cooking.
is it like a dinner or diner?
Yeah, it's like roast dinners, Yorkshire puddings, pies and gravy, mash. Have you said mash?
I don't know.
It's all that.
It's nice.
Unreal.
now,
It's always
I've
queued
been
out the
watching
door. It's brilliant.
that before. There's a place like across the street from her, like top of Royal Mail, like wee pizza shop. It's freaking great. We went, like I've been craving that pizza because it's like sweet, or it was like it's just like big slices, no like New York style.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I'll be going to loops and scoops if it's there. But
And wings.
I meant to say wings. Wings
is unreal.
fucking beautiful. Like,
It's a kebab shop.
it's the nicest
Half
fucking.
pizza shop.
It's just the list of sauces. I love it so much. Do you get the wings or the nuggets?
Wings. When I go over, that's one of the things I'm doing.
Yeah. When are you over?
Haven't picked my date just yet because I think I'm gonna do one show at the Fringe, but
You're welcome to jump on the compilation if you want.
yeah, well, I was looking at I'll jump on it like a Mini-Moto, no engine. I want, like, everyone that's doing a show is doing a show pretty late.
Yeah.
Because I was going to do like a 9 a.m. flight, 10 p.m. flight home, but I wouldn't get to see everyone, so I'm probably going to have to stay.
Yeah, fair.
I want to stay where I stayed when I was on tour last year when I was in Edinburgh. You weren't there. So
Was I not?
not in Edinburgh, no.
Sure.
You were.
I was. That was a really good one.
So what happened was, if I'm right, you did Newcastle and Glasgow,
Yeah.
and you weren't supposed to do Edinburgh. Do you remember?
Yeah.
But you went, fuck, they were so good that you cancelled something, whatever it was,
Yeah.
to come and do Edinburgh.
Yes.
And it
that's
was
right.
like the day before.
Yeah.
So you said, just fucking put me anywhere. I don't care where I stay.
Yeah.
You stayed in Grassmarket Hotel, do you remember?
That's right, yeah.
I booked you in there, it was like fucking 25 quid.
Yeah, which I loved.
So I stay like,
Not even ironically, I'll stay.
you stay anywhere.
I don't give a fuck. Like.
He'll stay anywhere. And I'll stay like I'll normally stay in like, you know, Novotels?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that, like fine, like nice hotels, but nothing silly when you're on tour. But the one place where I was like, I want somewhere unreal to do like a wee spa and all that was Edinburgh. The Sheraton is class. It's so good. It's trying to describe it. It's not, say like the castle's like up here, the back of the castle. It's like down the back and about half a mile away. And it was unreal. So if I do come over, I want to try and stay there. But then it's too dear.
It'll be dear as fuck around
Yeah.
that time. What I like about this year is that there's so many of us over.
Yeah.
So there will be points. It's just everyone's all friends. I think we will. By the time you'll get there, like me and Kieran will have went mental. I'll either be dead or radiant.
I would love to see Kieran do it without Chloe, just to see how much he would lose his mind.
Did you ever see when was it David Guest in Celebrity Big Brother lost his mind? Or Keith Chegwin, someone who was just walking about bollock naked, being mental.
I think it was
That'd be
Cheggers.
Kieran.
Yeah. No, it'll be good. Like, I'm delighted that everybody's going to do it,
Yeah.
and I'll definitely have. I'll definitely be looking at Instagram stories, being like, wish I was there.
Yeah.
Then you remember the reality of it, and you go, it's 4 degrees.
Yeah.
There's biblical rain outside. You all have the plague and black lung.
Yeah.
And like some of the shows were like the weekend's brilliant,
Yeah.
but you will be questioning your life on a Monday. Like,
Yeah. See, as you're saying, like the rain and stuff, again, my accommodation's 5 minutes away. So I can just go get showered. Or I'm like so happy with it.
did I tell you about the time when the first time I ever did the Fringe? Sean Hegarty was booking the accommodation.
Right. That was your first fucking mistake then.
And Sean goes, listen, this flat, it's dear, like, but we'll get people in, we'll get other people in, it'll be fine. And it was 1 bedroom, and Sean goes, me and you don't, at this point we're like probably 20 or 21 or something. So he's like, we don't need the bedroom, we can just sleep in the living room, me and you. I was like, yep, I'm fine. You know, at the age where you're like,
Yeah.
I don't need a bed.
I do that now.
So Tom O'Mahony,
Yeah.
and his now wife took the room, so they paid a little bit more. So I was like, do you know what, that's dead on. They have the bedroom, the living room was big, like, so we're in there, we can just sleep on the 2 couches, it'll be sweet. And then it got to like 2 weeks before, and Sean went, mate, just looking at finances here, could do with saving a few quid and get someone else in. And I was like, thank God you said that, because I was thinking it, like, so I went, yeah, look, if you can get someone else in, that'll be great. Expecting, oh, Mickey's coming or someone like that. Got to the Fringe, and I went, who is the other guy, by the way? And Sean's like, oh, Wes.
Brown?
I said, I don't know Wes. No, he's white. And he said, I said,
Champions League winner Wes Brown on the Fringe.
he says, he said, no, mate, it's Wes. Sean had just put it up on a random comedy forum, and there was a 50-year-old magician from New Zealand, I think, called Wes. And let me tell you, this guy, do you know what this guy couldn't magic himself? A wash. It was wild. He was in the living room on a sofa bed, sprawled out, and he would like cook this horrendous food, stunk the place out. And Wes had I never saw his act. I never went to see his show. But one of his props was a lot of toilet roll. So he built himself a wall of toilet roll in the living room to separate me and Sean from him. So half the living room was a wall of stacked toilet rolls, and just
in the pocket or separate toilet rolls.
Separate toilet rolls, and Wes was just in behind it doing fuck knows what. And me and Sean, because this guy does magic, so I'm like, the fuck's he gonna do this in the middle of the night?
A musician can't reveal his
This guy's gonna abracadabra my dick. So I didn't know what was happening. So about
You wake up, he's wanking you off. Like, it's magic.
He sounds like somebody like a comedy writer would write into a sitcom.
yeah,
You know, like we're gonna have a Kiwi called Wes, and he's a magician.
Gives you a wank of flowers. Come on,
he gave me a wank, but he was across the road somehow. He was in Glasgow. But I stayed for like 10 nights and then just couldn't. And there was a mouse. So were you ever doing stand up when
What is that?
Lauren Kerr was doing stand up?
No, before my time.
So she came over and I was like, here, explained our situation. I was like, you can stay here if you want. She was like, yep, fine. And there was a mouse problem and I can't deal with it at all. So we sort of separated the living room out, and she had like a couch, and I eventually was like, I'm gonna start sleeping in the kitchen because I don't like the idea of this guy I don't know is here. There's mice about. Let me sleep in the kitchen. The kitchen floor was big enough for just my body, so I put an air mattress down, and then a wee duvet, so I would just sleep on the kitchen floor, and it was going kind of good. And then the first night Lauren was there, at like 4 a.m, she wakes me up. She's just like standing over me. I was like, the fuck, what's wrong? She went, I was just letting you know I heard a couple of mice, so I'm freaked out, and I was going to let you know that I'm going to the 24-hour McDonald's to just have a coffee and sit there because I can't stay here. And I went, alright. And she went, I was going to come and tell you that, and when I came to tell you that, I saw you were just sleeping and there was a mouse on your forehead. And I went, I'll come to McDonald's too. And I never went back to that house. Never went back to that house.
Wes is still there.
Wes is still there.
Where did you sleep then for the rest of it?
So that was when Dave and Butler and Diona and all were there. So they had like FNT, their sketch group. So they had this massive house. It was like a big flat, multiple rooms. So I just stayed there on the floor.
Right.
Which was better.
Then
Butler had this.
What about Haggerty? Did he come with you?
He moved there too.
Right.
He stayed in ours a bit longer and then he came over. But there was like in their house, it was like an old flat in Edinburgh. So there was like 3 of them do a bedroom. And it just looked like too cramped, and I don't like that kind of thing. But when they were all picking their bedrooms and running to pick their bedrooms, I didn't really know Butler that well then, but he stuck out to me because they had this room off their kitchen and there was no windows in it, but it had a door, and it was a room probably like from here, Willie, to that wall away, and then maybe like 4 feet out. And it was just, they were going to like, someone was like, we'll just store stuff there. Butler was like, I'm staying here. He had the best accommodation at the Fringe. It was a windowless room, but it was a room, and he just put like an air mattress down and had his own. I remember being so jealous, and if you looked at it, you'd be like, that's tragic, like Harry Potter under the stairs.
Yeah.
But at the time I was like, this guy's the best accommodation at the Fringe. That's how bad Fringe accommodation was. Like,
Yeah.
You strike me as a guy who wouldn't like to go to festivals. No, like a Glastonbury or...
I went to performed the Electric Picnic last year. I was like, we'll stick about for Arctic Monkeys headlining. There was a chance of rain. I looked up at the sky and went, I think it might rain. And then also I found out Arctic Monkeys were going to be on at 11. So I went, nah, I'm going home. I just don't like I don't mind, you know, we're talking about like accommodation. I don't like the idea of there being other people in the room that I don't know if I'm going to sleep. But I don't really care what the accommodation is.
Yeah.
I am particular about certain things, but I've always been like that. But the idea with festivals and being stinking and not knowing where your stuff being in your I'm just protective over my sleep.
Yeah.
So I don't like
get
festivals.
I've never been able to do hostels or nothing like that.
Never. I say to him,
Easy, man.
you know what he's auditioning for when he stays in hostel? Getting murdered.
Fine. You'll be fine. You're fine.
You'll be fine when a Slovakian guy is fucking choking you to death.
Yeah, but I brought him there. That's what I paid the guy for.
Die with a boner.
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
They're fine. I stayed
Shared
one in Canada. It was
bathrooms, no.
wonderful.
No, it's
I mean, they're cheap. They're fucking cozy. They're good. But I feel I've like a lot of people do the fringe way too early.
yeah.
I feel I've waited.
June?
Okay, fuck you. I feel it's
in August.
Bullshit talk. I feel I've waited a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
But also, as long as there's people that go expecting fame and fortune and
No.
a big break.
that's not bad.
If you do it, or like when I went, I don't think I was expecting anything in return other than a fun trip.
Yes.
You know, I was like, I might be able to not lose that much money, and I'm away for a whole month with loads of people I know, comedians and all, get to watch shows. That's the right way to go about it. If you go going, I have everything riding on this and I need to make it, you're fucked.
No,
Doesn't
that's-
matter what
yeah.
level you're at.
That's not what I'm doing.
You could have, I know you're not, but you could have the best show in the world
Yeah.
and the best venue and the best time.
Yeah.
There's I say,
But I feel when you're younger, that's your mind. Like, people go like, oh, this will be my big break.
yeah.
Whereas I'm like, I know that's not the. If I can go network a little bit, maybe get seen by some UK like bookers.
Yeah.
That would be me happy.
You could do like the whole fringe and have a great run and do all this stuff, but someone else could put up one clip
Yeah.
and not be at the fringe that goes massive.
Yeah.
And they get more out of that.
Yeah.
It's tough, but
That's why you do both.
it's fun. It's fun. Like
Yeah.
there's also a snobbery now around. The snobbery used to be around when you're not going to Edinburgh,
Yeah.
and now I think it's when you are going to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
I think people are kind of like, you know, like the thing of maybe trying to get industry recognition or that.
Yeah.
You know, people will be like, "What are you going to do that for?" Whoever's saying that wants it themselves too.
Yeah, well, the reason I'm going also is like I've Ulster Hall in November.
Yeah.
I want a month of straight gigging, especially because there's none here.
Yeah.
And then by the time Edinburgh's over, September to December, you know yourself, is our fucking like busy time. That's when we're all flat out. So if I can come into that on good run, I'll be very fucking happy.
Yeah.
But also, I'm glad I don't have dog shit accommodation.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to experience ways.
For a week or something, you can manage it, but like if you're going for the whole month and you're going to be doing shows and you're doing multiple, because people think you do one show a day, you do multiple shows.
Yeah.
You need to be healthy. Like
I've
you
seen
need to
my
take care of
diary
yourself.
already. It's fucking pretty full. Like. There's
What's the most amount of shows you'll do in a day?
6. I start at 1 in the afternoon and I finish at like 2 in the morning. That's probably my busiest day,
Nice.
which is fucking chaos. But that's also why I'm going.
Because I was telling Kieran about going up for a day. He's go, when are you coming? Coming at the start. I was like, I'll go at the end when everyone's spirit's broken and I breeze in with this skin.
You evil fucker. Yeah.
I come in with a fucking glow.
Like a baker's skin.
People be like, have you just been making 15s? I go, nah.
Coconut fingers.
I breeze in with my Sheraton robe on doing a set.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've seen a male baker before.
What?
No. Any bakery I think I've ever been in my life, it's been
Yeah.
female bakers.
No, I know. There's
Maybe
loads of
it's
male
a
bakers.
Catholic thing.
It's not. So you and Paddy do this
Nah.
for no reason. I'll be like, see, sometimes
yeah, it is.
I like to inhale oxygen, and you guys are like, that's such a Protestant thing. I'm like, it's not.
All Protestant bakery, which obviously there is Protestant and Catholic bakeries.
Yeah.
All Protestant bakeries, only male staff.
Yeah, we actually don't let women.
Or
Touch
it's
food.
like, you know, you have to send an equal opportunities form. So,
Yeah.
like, if there's too many female staff, like, every now and again,
Yeah, you should some of them.
they try and bring in a few meals.
Take him out. Sorry, Sandra. You're outnumbering us. Take her out the back, shoot her. Put her in the cream buns.
You're not allowed to call yourself that.
I forgot that. Is it? I've had people be like, oh, you're one of them cream buns.
Yeah.
And I always assumed it was a slang for homosexual.
Why would it be?
Because most slang for homosexuals don't make sense at all.
Yeah.
No, woofter. What the fuck is that?
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? But I didn't realise it meant hun. But, anything to plug before we go?
I just want people to be getting enough sunlight. So
I'm gonna.
I'm looking after their skin.
people, look after your skin, get sunlight. Do you know what I want people to do? Can I say this?
Yeah.
I
I
want
don't know what
people,
you're gonna say. So.
right. I want everyone, if possible, to take a $5 and go on Amazon right now, or any other site like that, but maybe say Amazon.
On our affiliate link, it doesn't, or not, you know.
Do you have an affiliate link?
For this? I don't know what.
All right. Go on anything like that, and I want you to buy something fun for a $5. That's it.
All right. Okay.
What would you buy
I'm
with
doing
a
the
$5?
Ulster Hall. What would I buy with a $5? Fuck, I don't know. Why am I just loads of crisps? That's very
done
fun.
that the other
That's a
day.
fun time.
Huh?
I done that the other day.
You just bought a wee something?
Bought a wee incense burner.
I thought you were
Brilliant.
getting crisps out there.
That's exactly it. I want people to just take care of themselves, buy themselves wee.
No, what
wee
I
nice
miss?
thing.
I miss buying CDs because I used to go to HMV, get a wee cheap CD.
Singles.
Yeah.
The last single I think I bought was So Solid Crew. It wasn't 21 Seconds.
Since you went away.
Could it have been haters? So many haters, a clock in a figures, but all we do is bring Gary's through from the underground straight to you. You
I think I remember the last single I bought.
Now I want to join the crew. What?
Find Your Love by Drake.
On CD single?
CD
I
single.
wouldn't even
yeah.
thought that would be on CD single.
Yeah.
He's looking for Joe Hart, the Celtic keeper on that. Isn't he? I better find your loving. I better find your heart.
Fuck you so much.
Hope he finds him. You know where you'll find him? Parkhead.
I hate that so I hate
him
that
Parkhead.
so hard.
Last single I bought was Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High? Arctic Monkeys.
That's great.
On CD single.
No, that was a vinyl single.
Oh.
Oh, vinyl doesn't count. We're talking CDs.
CD single. I
Oh.
don't know, that's rare. Like.
One of the ones I
Find
bought.
Your Love was 2009, 2010. Like, it was a good while ago.
3 of a Kind, Baby Cakes, one of the last 3 singles I bought.
That's great. I hate the
What a
remix that's
song.
been done of it recently. Lil Uzi Vert has done like his version of it.
Has he?
I'll let you hear it after. I don't like it.
Do you want me to send him a voice note?
Yeah. Stop it now! Stop it! No, like there is something about when you bought an album, you listen to it because it cost you money. Whereas now in the album, I'll just listen to it once. I'm like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because you can get everything.
I do remember buying a freaking CD single.
Friggin' CD single, bruh. What'd you buy, bruh? Friggin' CD single.
My mom wouldn't let me.
What'd you call that?
Turned into
Black Eyed
Thompson.
Peas. One had like the wee like fucking Brazilian beat. Hey Mama.
Don't lie.
No, Hey Mama. It was.
Hey, mama. Is
Right here, hold on. Look, Lil Uzi Vert. Yo, Vert, what's up, man? I'm doing the Mudblood podcast here. Listen, me and Willie T are getting into it and talking about Baby Cakes by 3 of a Kind. And Willie says you do a remix of it. He's not happy, mate, because he loves that song. And I think he's saying the remix maybe isn't all that. And he likes your music, by the way, but I don't know. I just wanted to reach out and say, you know,
down.
we take... Can you remove the
Spotify,
song?
take it down.
Can you get the song taken down? Love you, brother. Take it easy. If you want to do the Tea With Me podcast, let me know. Much love.
Imagine you had little Uzi Vert on your fucking podcast.
I'll have to find out who he is first.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you for
Okay,
Shane.
guys.
Shut the fuck up, Shane.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for joining us this week. Thank you for stepping in for Paddy. He will be
Pleasure.
back after he sold all the figs to children. Head on over to Patreon. We're doing a Q&A with Mr. James McKegney. Other than that, ticket sales for all of our shows, Ulster Hall, Nerve Centre, or not Nerve Centre, where's the dairy one for Paddy?
He's doing Full Side Shopping Centre.
Yep. He's doing a wee kiosk in there. Go see Paddy and Derry. Come see us in Edinburgh. Other than that, thank you very much and goodbye.
I feel electric when you go.